shit bang.
Riding big ass trucks. Yeah, I'm in love with money, making big ass bucks. Working hard, dedication, baby, this ain't luck. Putting muscle in the hustle, yeah, we made tough. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, Stay Loaded Trucking.
Look at me. I can't remember my channel name. What's my channel name? I forgot. Oh wait, it's Get Rich or Die Trucking. Don't forget to subscribe.
Well, we picked up a load in, I want to say, where did we pick up? I always forget. Tukwila, Washington. It was like a load of, you guys saw it in the previous clip. All right, you guys were all loaded up with faces to countertops, I believe, but hopefully these things don't move and freaking end up falling. Something has to do with cabinets, the faces of cabinets or something like that. And we're delivering over here to Milwaukee, Oregon, which is right next to Portland, Oregon. I think it's more east of Portland, but I'll just say Portland, or F it, I'll just say Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee, Oregon. We're gonna be delivering there. They closed the place at 4:30, so it was a straight through load. It's saying that we're gonna get there at around 3, but they do close at 4:30, so we're good on time. And yeah, right now I think we're sitting in Portland traffic. As you guys can see, sitting in Portland traffic. And this car's about to get in my, oh no, thought it was, but guess we're taking the 26. Making the right here. In Portland, you will see a lot of this, a lot of tents and stuff, which is normal for big cities. We made it here to our delivery, but it's a pretty small street, so I wanted to walk over there and make sure that I was good. So I think we should be good, even though it says no trucks right here. But I still walked over there just to make sure, because they want us to take another street, but this whole area is with houses and shit. So I don't want to get stuck making a left turn on a really tight street. So if I can make it here, oh well, I'm gonna have to do it. So we made it here, pretty safe. But one thing I will say is that sometimes you gotta trust your gut, especially when you have experience. You kind of know how all these streets kind of work. And if you feel like if you keep going down a street, or if you're gonna make a turn and it's gonna turn bad, don't do it. And sometimes you might have to get out of your truck and walk a little bit just to make sure you're safe. That's what I like to do, at least. We made it to Cottage Grove, Oregon. We just got done fueling up. We're gonna run over here to the McDonald's, and we got like 5 chicken sandwiches, McChickens, the spicy ones. Whew. There's a Popeyes here, KFC, Dutch Bros, Carl's Jr., a lot of places to eat in this city. What's up, you guys? It's Wednesday morning, 8:40 a.m. We are heading home. We should be there around 12:30. And tomorrow we got a load to pick up in Sacramento. It's like a it's like a 1 pick 3 drop. So it's gonna be picking up in Sacramento, 1 delivering to Tracy, California, and then we're gonna have to go back up north, deliver to Seattle and Kent, Washington. But that's for tomorrow. You guys will see. But right now, I was watching this video about this girl talking about, I guess, the trucking industry, and she showed where the most expensive fuel is at. And the most expensive fuel is on the West Coast, Oregon, Washington, and California, and that's where I run. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I kind of knew, but I didn't realize it was by like so much. So I run in the most expensive states. But then I got to thinking, because my subscribers, or you guys, are always telling me, oh, get out of California, it's bad out there, it's expensive, and shit like that. So I was like, they always tell me a lot of places that I get is move to Texas or just somewhere else. So right now I was thinking, if I were to move to Texas, how would, like, I was looking at the loads on the load board, and I put El Paso, Texas, because I do got family over there. So I was like, what if I were to move out there and just get away from California, right? So on the DAT load board, I put El Paso, Texas. I put local loads around that area, like 300-mile radius. And there was only like 6 loads that popped up. So I was like, oh shit, the loads out here, there's nothing. So that kind of sucks. So why would I want to move out here to Texas? Yeah, it's cheaper, but there's no freight. And then I was like, you know what? Before I say that or think that, let me put El Paso, Texas to anywhere else, just to see how many loads would pop up. Only 74 loads popped up. And then I was like, well, let me try California where I live. So I put Sacramento, California going to anywhere, and there was like, I want to say like 500, 600 loads compared to 70 loads. And I was like, okay, what if I put Los Angeles, California? And there was like 1,000 and something loads. So I was like, would it really make sense for me to move to Texas where there's not a lot of loads? And I don't know how I would do it. I don't know how I would find loads. Yeah, diesel would be cheaper. What's the whole point of going out there if I can't get any work? But that's cool that diesel's cheaper, but I don't have any work. So I don't know. Unless I'm doing this wrong, someone let me know down below. Maybe if I had freight that was like consistent or dedicated out in Texas, that I knew that I was going to get work, then it would be worth it. But if I'm running off the load board right now, to me it doesn't seem worth it at all. So I will say one thing good about California is that, what are we? We're like the 3rd biggest, 4th biggest economy in the whole world. So like a lot of people want to talk crap about California, and there's a lot of bad things, but there's a lot of money in this state. And yeah, I know a lot of people hate on it, but at the same time, the United States needs California, because I know a bunch of you, yeah, we don't need California, blah blah blah, a bunch of you rednecks, or I don't know what to call it, but you guys are always talking crap. But the United States needs California because our economy is huge, and that's why I'm gonna say this. I don't know. I feel like if you can make it in California, which I have been able to make it, I think you can make it anywhere. Because if it's expensive out here and you're surviving and you're doing pretty well, then I'm pretty sure you can do that and be good anywhere else. But like I said, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know down below the benefits of moving out of California, because I have been kind of thinking about it, just to make more money. It's not that I'm struggling or anything. I'm kind of just thinking about it like, dang, how much more money would I save? Would it be that much of a difference to leave my family and just leave everything that I know and move to another state like Texas? But I probably won't ever move out of California unless, like, I don't know, my whole family moved. Then I would have no reason to be here. But yeah, so like you guys, the subscribers that tell me to move, how are you guys doing it with freight if you are in the trucking business? Because like I said, I'll show proof. I'll put pictures down below too. Let me show you guys right now, actually. So the first one I'm going to show is El Paso, Texas, going anywhere in the United States. And then I'll put Northern California, going anywhere, and then I'll put Los Angeles, so you guys can see the huge difference. But I will say this, the biggest issue with California right now is if you're in the trucking business, I will say it has to do with the DPF, the DEF, because that actually really sucks. Because one of my biggest breakdowns, where I had to spend a lot of money on my last truck, did have to do with the DEF system, the DPF system. And I could have deleted that, but I can't because I'm in California. So well, since we're here talking about things that I don't like about trucking, or just something that I didn't like, I will say the number one thing is that DPF system. But I know not everybody has that problem if you don't come into California, because we're the only state that requires that. So the DEF system, that's the number one thing I hate about trucking, because that's where trucking took a lot of my money, was that on my last truck. And then number two, I will have to say the logbook. Logbook, it forces you to drive certain hours, and I wish they could just take that away, because I know when I'm tired and I know when I can drive. And pretty much the logbook just forces you to drive at certain times, which sucks, because now I'm forced to drive and I'm feeling tired, but I'm like, if I stop driving, I'm gonna run out of hours and stuff like that. So the logbook is one of my, I will say, one of the issues in trucking, but I understand why they have it, because when I'm tired, I just go to sleep. I don't risk it. I've never even felt like I was close to like crashing or in danger because I was tired, because I just end up pulling over, because I don't play with that. And then number three, so logbook, DPF system. Number three that I have, like a complaint that I have about the trucking industry, is the rates haven't really, are not matching up with like the prices of fuel or the prices of like, what is that called? Like repairs and all that, like taking it to the shop. Like those prices went up, fuel prices went up, but rates haven't really caught up to that. So that's like another complaint that I have. I was gonna say DOT inspections, but I'm actually not that mad that DOT pulls you in and inspects your trucks, because I know a lot of you guys are lazy and don't even really check your truck. You guys sometimes, you guys probably might do it because, you know, you're scared of DOT, but, and I can even say kind of like with me, I'm not lazy, but you know, sometimes, you know how it is being out here, sometimes you do get kind of lazy to check your truck and you don't want to, even though you have to. But I feel like those DOT inspections kind of forces you to actually keep up with your truck, because imagine if we didn't have DOT at all, I know a lot of your guys' trucks would be pretty messed up and not safe at all. I know it. There's already a lot of you that your trucks are not safe. Imagine if they didn't have DOTs pulling you in. You guys, your trucks would be really, really bad. I know that for sure. I guess my fourth complaint is parking. I feel like there's not enough parking out here for all the trucks that we have. And sometimes cities don't even let you park like on the side. Like they always have signs saying no trucks, no truck parking, no truck parking. And it's like they don't like us. And also the states, they don't make enough truck parking. All these rest areas are closed, and yeah, I would say fourth complaint, truck parking. So I gotta think of one more for my fifth one. My fifth one is gonna be the loading time and unloading time at these warehouses. Like, if they say your appointment's at 2, I don't think they should be taking more than an hour. Maybe 2 hours, but once that 2 hour mark hits, like, it should not take longer than, I'm just gonna say an hour, to be honest. It's not that hard to load a truck up within an hour. And I wish that after that first hour that they would pay you a lot more for waiting, but man, these brokers they're not gonna pay you. So these warehouses, man, if they tell you 2 p.m. and you get there at 2 p.m., you should be out of there by 3 p.m. for sure. So that's gonna be my fifth complaint. If you guys have any more, I was thinking about other things, but like food or exercise, but that's kind of in our control. I'm talking about things that are not in your control. That's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys liked what I said or liked this video, please subscribe, hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, can you please still subscribe? Please. If not, it's okay, but I do want you to subscribe. But yeah, see you guys on the next video. Peace out.